Hey, Comfort Killers. I am Stacy A. There is no E in my name. I wanted to come through, even though I'm not at home currently in Chicago, so I don't have the studios. I don't have my setup. I do not have my mic. But that's besides the point. I still have to get this podcast out at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. And I am Stacy A. Cross, and there is no E in my name. And it is a beautiful thing to be in Chicago right now. I, did the whole tourist thing. I still have to go, in the tower, the Sears Tower, and check that out. Most likely tonight or tomorrow morning. I leave tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, evening, and I'm heading back to Philadelphia. But I'm bringing back with me some nuggets that's really going to supersize my business and really get that clarity that one needs. And I believe that, clarity is the most important aspect of, figuring out what you're going to do. There's so many different things and avenues that we could take. There's so many medias that we could jump on. There's just a lot of things to focus on, along with the day-to-day of your life. When life happens, you're like, okay, you're sidetracked for a little bit, you're distracted. So I'm here at a boot camp, sort of, for business owners, and it allows business owners to really look at their business from the outside. Furthermore, you have people here that can give you real feedback, and you could use those feedback and implement things. I've already took away a few nuggets, and I want to share them with you in case you're a business owner today and want to really, really hold your business by the horns and direct it and guide it. A lot of times for business owners, it becomes stressful because we are the one-man band man, right? We do everything ourselves. We are doing the marketing. We're doing the sales. We're setting up the email drips. We're throwing content on social media. We're doing it all. That we're the one-man band man. And sometimes that could be totally draining, especially when you don't have systems or any type of automation involved. It's 5:30 in the morning here in Chicago, and I decided, hey, let me come out to, take a little walk and then be able to give you some of these nuggets. So it's going to be an unorthodox kind of show. There's no intro. There's no mid-rolls, pre-rolls. This is just me talking, and I wanted to make sure that I come through for you. So if you own a business, this is the show to be on. If you're thinking about starting a business, this is the show to listen to, because this one is going to give you hopefully a few nuggets that you could take away and go start implementing in your business. Now, I'm going to give you three, okay? I'm going to give you three things that I've heard that I think will be helpful to you and your business. So the first thing that I want you to do is get into the mind of your customer. Who is the customer? Because it's what you do, who you do it for, and what is the outcome. That is it. So when someone says, hey, what do you do? And you have this thing, hey, I'm Stacy A. Cross, I'm the I do it for and this is what they get. That is it. Sometimes we, and even myself included, to explain exactly what the Comfort Killers is. Is it this? Is it that? Is that? It gets confusing. You want the person that you say it to be like, whoa, okay, tell me more. Or how do you do that? You want that sort of framework for what you do to be concise and clear, but also to discriminate. And don't take that the wrong way. At first, when we come in business, we want to be in business for everybody. We want to be in business for the 35-year-old female that's single, the 50-year-old divorcee, the one that has just gotten out of college, the other person that is in corporate America that's trying to figure out life. You have a lot of different demographics, but you have to discriminate, because the first nugget here is you can't be all things to everyone. It's not going to work because it's going to take way too much time to market. And furthermore, if you're marketing to everyone, you're going to get no one. There's no one specific you're talking to. So who is that client base? Who is that customer? What does that person look like? What does that person do? What does that person have in their bank account? What are their fears? Now we get down to the psychological portion of it and say, what is keeping that person up at night? You understand? What is that fear? What is that person? Because they're not going to tell you. That's the surface thing. They're going to tell you the surface thing. Hey, I want the new car. Okay, that's the surface thing. But when you really figure out why, let's say, a 25-year-old is buying a Mustang, what is he buying it for? What is that one thing that you think that 25-year-old is going to purchase that Mustang for, the red hotshot convertible Mustang? Why? Automatically everyone is going to think, hey, 25-year-old dude, man, that guy wants sex. That guy wants females. That guy wants the looks and the status. But really, when you dig deeper, maybe that person, your client, for that car, has like a middle finger up to the world and said, look at me now. Look what I've did. Maybe it's the person's father. Maybe it's the guy's father who told him he never amount to anything. He's not going to be any good in life. Maybe that's the motivator for buying that Mustang. I hope you understand, because once you get inside your client, your customers, your patients, whoever you're targeting, once you get inside their head on a psychological level, their fears, their hopes, their dreams, what do they want out of life, what's their aspirations, what's their goals, and sometimes, most of the times, people purchase things to stay away from pain more than leisure, okay, to stay away from pain or status or get the freedom that they want. There's a lot of reasons why people buy, okay? So that's number one, is who is that person for you? Who are you targeting? And can you discriminate and say, okay, if Joe Blow decides to come on as a customer and he happens to find you and purchase or goes inside your system here, then that's fine for Joe Blow, but I'm not marketing to Joe Blow. I'm marketing to Sarah, okay, to the Sarahs. And that's fine. Joe Blow will always find it. You have people that always come in, but you're not spending or investing money to go after Joe Blow. You're going after Sarah because you are talking directly to Sarah. Or you're talking directly to Mary. You're talking directly. You set up what is called a PAT. A PAT is an avatar in your business, your ideal customer. This is the ideal customer that comes in. You know who they are. So one of the questions that they asked the group in the boot camp is, who in here are lifelong learners? Who in here will invest in themselves to learn new things, to build their business, personal development? Who in here? Everyone raised their hand. And they turned around and said, because we target you. We target book readers. We target lifelong learners. So I'm looking at it like, whoa, this is great targeting. We all are like-minded. We all have an affinity to this company because of our disposition, because of who we are. Small business owners, entrepreneurs that want to work on their business instead of in their business. So that's the first nugget. Hope you take it. Hope you do something with it. And one of the action points that you could do to help you relate to that is write a letter to yourself as if your ideal customer is writing that. So, dear Stacy, I've always tried to do something in the past. I kept failing at this very thing. And I want to change my life, but I'm just getting confused. There's a lot of doubt. I'm not clear on the path to take. In fact, sometimes I question, do I even have passion? So write that out, if you're a dentist, if you're a chiropractor, if you are a digital marketer, what are they writing about their dark, deepest secret? They got up in the middle of the night, and they're writing you this letter. What are they saying? So write that letter to yourself, fold the letter up, mail it to yourself, okay? That person has sent you the letter. Okay, so that's how you could see, hey, do I have the solutions for this person? Is my business providing a product or a service to help this individual, this particular individual with this particular problem? So go ahead and do that. Now, the second thing that I believe is a big bombshell of a nugget that will help you in your business and of course get you more clear is building a USP. I've been working on a USP for a long time, and it's not going to take one weekend to get it. You may need to change it as things evolve in your business. You're going to change it to, to kind of stay up to date, with your products and services or with the climate, okay? And what the USP does is two things. One, you're no longer in competition, okay? Because there could be 1 million people putting out podcasts, again, because, the first thing someone's going to say when I tell them, hey, you should get a podcast. Oh, there's already 1 million podcasts. Okay, but there's not one with you. That makes it unique. That's a unique selling position, is that it's you, number one. So it's going to remove competition. And the second thing, you're going to be in the category of one, and also it gives you an advantage. So three things there. Category of one gives you an advantage in business, a selling advantage, position in business, and also it just removes competition when you build the USP. Now the USP is what you do, and it's who you do it for. You just have to have that clean clarity, that statement there, and you can write it. This is what I do. This is who I do it for, my client, customer, or patient, or whatever. This is who I do it for, your demographic, your pack, okay? And this is what they get. So you want to build a USP, which is a unique selling position, a unique selling position. It's a statement. It's quick. It's succinct. And it tells exactly what you do, who you do it for, and you're going to unleash that. So definitely get the USP, and you're going to be focused on really what you're doing. And plus, it's easier to speak to someone. You ever in an airplane, hey, what are you doing? And it's this long, drawn-out thing. You ever, in an elevator, it's like the elevator pitch. What do you do? By the time you get to the bottom floor, we're confused. Everyone in the elevator is confused. What the hell do you do? Who do you do it for? Okay, what do they get? What is motivation? Okay, so, this stuff is really valuable, and it could work in any business. Your business is not different. Your business actually needs this, and it's fun to actually hear people that understand USP, and you say, what do you do? And they boom, 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 and they just throw it off right from their lip because they know it, they understand it, and it's true to them. Now, the third thing and the final thing, we're getting into the systems, right? How do you get people in your business? How do you go find your pack? How do you go target your pack? Well, there's a lot of ways to go target your pack, and, of course, a lot of media, a lot of channels. But the one that I want to focus on is you have to do both. What do I mean by both? A lot online and offline. Guys, this is where a lot of potatoes get thrown, a lot of mashed potatoes get thrown, a lot of tomatoes get thrown because they're like, no, absolutely not. Everything is online. But my biggest question is, if Facebook disappears, let's say Facebook is in some sort of FBI, CIA problems, which, okay, they had to change their algorithm because they were, okay, there's, some judicial things happening. And they say, yeah, we got to close this site. Shut down. We got to shut it down, Facebook. And you know what? Instagram got to be on a hold, too, because we have to investigate what you did to go against the FCC, whatever, The new laws are made to keep up with growing and expanding business. It's a shame, but that's what happens. They all create new laws, privacy, this, and that, HIPAA, all of these laws. And what if Facebook just disappears? Where are all your customers coming from? Right? If all your database is on Facebook, or all you do is live and thrive for Facebook, then you're shut down. You're done. Someone else controls your database. So you got to control that. You got to control your customers. You got to control your people. So as far as lead generation is concerned, be omnipresent, but only be where your pack is. If your pack is not on Facebook, then, hey, I'm on Facebook, but I'm not going to spend dollars on Facebook. You may test on Facebook, you may test on Insta, you may do PPC, but are they reading the newspapers? Okay, are they reading magazines? Are they all constantly in the car on their way to work? So what you need to do is really hone in on who your target audience is, and all businesses that has reached over the $1 million mark, and then the $1 million a year revenue, then to $10 million, $5 million, or $20 million, they all have to do this. And the third, and here's a bonus, and I wanted to give you this bonus because I believe in it, and it is have a plan. Have a plan. Have a plan. Have a plan. It is so important. Having a plan means that you create a plan for your business. You could set it up in each quarter. Create that plan for your business, and then work the plan. Communicate the plan. If you got support around you, communicate, hey, this is what we're going to do, and stick by it. You don't want that new thing, the new shiny object syndrome to take you, knock you the hell out. Because as soon as you see the new shiny object syndrome, the new shiny object, you're done. Hey, forget my plan. I'm going to go over to here and make a new plan. Speed in business is definitely required. You got to have speed. You got to. Money follows speed. Everything loves speed. Action, everything. You are better off with speed. So speed in business is definitely priority. I know that because I love action. I love implementation. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I need to have a plan first. But so once you have the plan, then you follow the plan. You work that plan. If you do need to have a change, make sure that piece in that plan is not working. You never know. Sometimes, and I've been guilty of this. I try something for a weekend. It didn't work. Forget this. I'm telling you, you need at least a month to understand. Some implementations or some things that you do in your business need even longer than a month before you can see the results. Track and measure everything. Okay, track and measure everything. So that's all I have for you today. I hope that information will help business owners. And if you are a business owner and this has helped you, even just this quick tidbit, email me. I would love to know that it has helped you, and I would love to have open a conversation with you of sorts. And my email direct is Stacy@thecomfortkillers.com, Stacy@thecomfortkillers.com. On all the socials, you could also plug me up there at Stacy A across pretty much all the board there on social media. And for those that want to be on the podcast and want me to interview them, I have a tight, full schedule next month, and we're going to have all sorts of individuals come on to help us out in life and business. And, to share their story and share their expertise. That website that you go to sign up is thecomfortkillers.com/podcast, thecomfortkillers.com/podcast. So do that, and I hope you enjoy your day. It's beautiful here in Chicago. I have a couple more days here. I'm going to go crush it. I'm going to go make some things happen, and this has been a beautiful journey and an expedition to really learn who I am in my business and how I see myself and my business running into the future. I am Stacy A. Cross, and there is no E in my name. Peace.